thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere else, and I appreciate that you took the time to be with us today. I'm also the director and founder of one of the largest book festivals in the state of Florida. It is in the beautiful city of Daytona Beach, and it is held the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of February of each year. Now, everyone here, I hope you know that Eyeless Diamonds is espionage, murder, and erotica. It is set in the DMV. I'll be very careful, I'm not going to do that. I see her sitting there. It's set in the DMV. Everybody knows what the DMV is in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And they all have jobs with the FBI, CIA, DIA, all of the three-letter people. And it's about their undercover work and being in a situation where there wasn't a lot of melanation in 1970 and 1980. So they kind of had to make up their own social life and be a part of the industry but work. So as opposed to reading from the book, I'm not going to do that because the words can get a little spicy. It's erotica, right? So we're going to tell the story about, I think it's in book 1, chapter 3. And the protagonist is Isla Montgomery. She is throughout the series, Isla's 1, 2, and 3. But she does have some fellow cohorts that you would like to keep up with too while she's there. So I'm going to tell you a story about Isla when she first became part of the place with the three-letter words. And she went to her first networking event. When you're new in the industry, they always want you to meet and greet, right? So I don't know if they do that anymore, 70s and 80s. You had to have a meet and greet. And for all intent and purposes, I'm going to do this in the first person, so I won't have to quit saying Isla, because I'll forget. And so we're going to tell this story in the first person. So at her first networking event, Isla is there, and if anybody knows about the 70s and 80s, you had to have nine West pumps. That was a staple, you had to have it, right? So she goes to the networking event. She's in purple and mauve, and she's looking good, and she thinks, okay, I'm coming to this event. I'm going to just meet everybody I can meet and really get involved in this company that she's just joined. So she walks in, and of course, all of a sudden, it's like, oh my God, I don't know anybody in this room, but I'm gonna be a part of it anyway. So we're talking and walking around, making sure that she meets everybody, and she sees somebody out of the corner of her eye, and she thinks, and he starts walking towards her, and she says, he cannot be walking towards me. I have a beautiful blonde on this side and a brunette on this side. So I'm not sure where he's coming, but we'll see how that works, right? So he's coming, and he asked the two ladies to excuse him. Okay, so hi, how you doing? He said, I know everybody in this room, but I don't know you. And I said, and you still don't, right? And he says, touche. Let me give you this napkin and put that in your purse, and you read that when you get home tonight. Okay, I'll do that. So the network is over. I go home, take my clothes off, and I thought, the napkin. Let me see what this man is saying, right? Open up the napkin, and he says, what can I do for you? Okay, what can I do for you? I'm in DC, in an apartment I can't afford, with a car note. Okay, he can do a lot for me, but I'm leaving that all behind because I'm in a new place. I'm not gonna do that. So a couple of weeks go by, and I don't see this guy anymore. I'm not even sure he works there, what his purpose is. And I'm locking up at the end of the day, and here he is, out of nowhere. Comes and sits down at the desk, and I say, hey, how you doing? I'm good. He said, did you look in your bottom desk drawer today? And I said, no, I've been really, really busy. I haven't had time to do that. He said, look and see what's down there. Okay. I look in the bottom drawer, there's an envelope with my name on it. Okay. Open the envelope, please. Open it. There's 12 checks. The first 6 are made out to the leasing company where I live. The next 6 are made out to the company that owns my car. So I look at him and say, like, how did, okay, that's stupid. Of course he can find out that information, right? I said, it's okay, so what do we do now? And he says, I need a key. And I need you to not have your little friends around while I'm here. I'm only here 1 week a month, maybe 2 weeks a month. And so you get rid of your little friends when I come to town. Like, oh, I can do that. I'm not really dating anybody. I'm not really seeing anybody. You want to pay the rent, you want to pay the car note, I'm good. He walks away. He leaves, I don't see him again for another 2 weeks. And when he comes and he says, where's my key? I said, you know, I wasn't really going to give you a key. He said, that's all right, I already have one. I want to let you know that I already have the key. And so, you know, just to make sure that we're clear, I'll be back in 3 weeks. Okay, so 3 weeks come and go, he calls, he texts, not text. You know, we used to have beepers. Text on the beeper. I'll be at Ronald Reagan Airport at 6 p.m. Please pick me up. Here's the things that I need you to have in the house. Most important, I need you to have Bear aspirin. Okay. What Bear aspirin? You know, things like hummus. Hummus, who eats that? And I'm from the hood. Who eats hummus, right? Hummus and salmon sliced very thin. And I thought, oh, okay, whatever you need, I'll take care of it. He comes, you know, it was an amazing time because I was from the neighborhood. I don't know anything about hummus. I don't know anything about French food. I don't know how to speak French. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit. But I learned those things through the relationship with this gentleman named William. So William comes back and he sits at my desk one day and he says, so how's it going? I said, listen, you're white, you're Mormon, you're married with children. You tell me how that's going. He said, I don't see a problem with that. Of course you don't see a problem with that. He said, okay, so let's just do out these 6 months. You have 6 checks, let's see how it works. Fine. He takes me to the Vietnam Memorial. Has anybody ever been there? It is amazing. Is it amazing? It's amazing. So you're in the middle of the city and you walk down this path and you can't hear any cars. You cannot hear anything around you. All you can see are the names on the wall of the people that you've lost. Because 1968, they recruited everybody that you knew and loved out of your high school, right, to go to Vietnam. It was a painful experience, but he let me experience that. And I don't think I ever would. The Smithsonian, you know, Leon d'Or. We had courtside seats to Georgetown. Anybody remember Patrick Ewing? And I said to myself, this is the life. I wonder if he got 6 more checks, you know, that we can, you know, get this thing together with. And so it went on and really enjoyed the situation with William, who was white and Mormon and married with children. Okay. And month 5, I had no period. He's white, okay, I'm always late, so I'm not gonna worry about that, right? I'm always late. Another week goes by, no period. So, this is a situation. Okay, so let's not panic. Let's go to Planned Parenthood and see if we can not make the rabbit die. Right? The rabbit died. So it's the end of the month. He's usually there at the end of the month. Now let me explain. Now William is a person who carries diplomatic pouches, and he flies all over the world. This was all before internet, Google, all of that, right? So we had something called intranet, and that was the interagencies, FBI, CIA, DIA. We all talked to each other. So I knew that he had a position you could never even talk about. Never even talk about. No one could ever know that we were seeing each other. Actually, when we went out, sometimes we sat at separate tables, you know, that kind of thing. And I can't even imagine trying to do that today. The camera day, you know, live. Anyway, let me digress. So it's the end of the month, and I thought, well, I'm picking up my man, and my man, but he's my man, right? Picking up my man, I got on red leather, because all my money I spent at Georgetown Leather Design, right? Why not? Why would I save money? I got somebody paying the bills. I'm just going to spend it all, right? Red leather outfit on, black lace underneath. Not too revealing because I had to go to work. So, if you know anything about DC, you can't get anywhere unless you go on the metro, right? So everybody wears from head to toe, but you get on tennis shoes because you don't know how long it's going to get you to get where you need to go. Take off the red pumps, put them in my bag, go to the Boston Metro stop. That's where it was. Go to work, get to work. And if you know anything about working in DC, everywhere you go, you have to show a badge. So you walk in, and there's the guard, your badge. Hi, good morning, good morning. You go up the elevator, boom. Hi, good morning, good morning. You open up the next, boom, show your badge. Okay, so we're doing all that. I get off on my floor, and it's quiet. There are no typewriters typing. There no synergy in the hallway. I'm thinking, that's strange. But my man is coming to Ronald Reagan, and I really don't care what's going on. So I turn the corner, and everybody's bawling. Tears coming down their face. And I'm still saying, I'm not in that. I gotta pick up my man at the airport. Whatever's going on, I'm gonna find out later because, I got a place that I need to be. I get further down the hallway, and the ladies are standing in my cubicle, and I said, so, okay, I give in. What's going on? And they said, oh, William's dead. I said, William who? Oh, he was over in Switzerland. He was skiing. He had a heart attack while he was coming. He's dead, Isla. He's dead. I'm still saying, William who? You can't be talking about my man, right? You can't be talking about my man. I'm going to pick him up at the airport. So I stood there a minute, and they said, are you all right? And I said, yeah, I'm okay. So I go to the bathroom and throw up, of course. And I sit there thinking, okay, he's what do I do now? What do I do now? I get out of the bathroom, I come back to the cubicle. I work for the U.S. representative to NATO. So he doesn't want to see you crying about nothing. There are things to do. Come to my office and bring your notebook. Go into his office. Get the body here within 48 hours. His wife has already been notified. We have somebody who has a diplomatic pouch. I need you to get it done. I need you to get it done today. And the baby moves. I leave his office, go to my desk, I get everything ready, phone calls made, called his wife to tell her what time the body would be at the Utah airport so she could be there to receive it. This takes all day. So I go home and I'm laying in bed talking to the child that I know that I have the ability to keep or to get rid of. But he is. I have no recourse. I can't keep this child. So I call Planned Parenthood, right? I call Planned Parenthood, make an appointment to go. And all the while you're thinking, I can raise this child. I'm 25 years old. I can do this. I can do this. And I can call my father and say, guess what? I'm pregnant by a man who is. Okay, and I'm from Pittsburgh. So we're not doing that, right? We're not doing that. Made the appointment, get to Planned Parenthood. And of course, the day I go, they're picketing outside. The heartbeat starts at 5 days. You're a murderer. How can you do this? They're throwing water on the girls. It's like a gauntlet as they're walking up the steps to Planned Parenthood. And I stood outside my car and I thought, what am I gonna do? But there was a lady standing on the porch going like this. Oh, okay. I see the other young ladies walking down there throwing water on them, and the cameras are all around. Don't you understand that, it has fingers already? Like we didn't have enough to worry about, right? So when she kept moving her head like this, I thought, let me go around back. There's nobody around back. It is silent. I walk in the back door, and there's a sign as you walk in that says, the life you save may be your own. I get to the reception area. There are 15 women in there, crying, bawling, different ages, different stages of pregnancy. Now listen, you cannot have an abortion after your 3rd trimester. Not gonna happen. I sign in, I sit, the lady calls my name. Isla Montgomery, come forward. We get into the room, take everything off, but you're below your waist. Am I running out of time?
Yeah, you want to take some questions?
Okay, so, sorry. I'm sorry, any question? That's Eyeless Diamonds 1, 2, and 3. It's all about their life and the things that they do. And so my table's outside. If you'd like to hear more about what happens to Isla, please do. And I was good for the young lady in the back, right? Thank you for coming to this talk.
Does anyone have a question?
Anybody have a question?